Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Josh McCallion, which is my paternal name, which for all intents and purposes for me comes from this dashing chap. Now, this is my granddad Mac, and he is not only my granddad, he is a former Royal Marines commando. And that means I've inherited some kind of useful traits, you know, like a unrivaled determination and a super soldier skill set, so don't mess with me. Some unbelievable stories and also some equipment, which is the source of today's video. Now, this is a Royal Marine Commando sleeping bag from 1967. This is 53 years old, which is more than double my age. And I'm going to show you how it works, because for me, it's the best sleeping bag ever made. I use it pretty much every time I go camping, and it's still so good after 53 years. So, very simply, 2 toggles to undo it, and it rolls out of itself. So, let's start this end and roll it out of its own hood. Then we have these 3 toggles here to open it up. So you have 1, you have 2, and this is number 3. And there we go, look at it. So you then have 5 poppers or snaps, I'm told, if you're American. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you have some Velcro at the top, and you can open it up with this zip. Now, as you'll see, you can only undo this and do this up inside if you're sleeping in it. So from the outside, you have to pull it apart like that. And when you do, you are shown this label, which is like a badge of honor for showing you how old it is. It's from 1967. And I'll read this out to you and put it up on the screen because it's a bit too small, so I have to get quite close. Now, it says, use of bag. Unroll bag and shake out. In rain, cover with poncho or waterproof sheet. Try and avoid entering bag with dirty and wet clothing. Keep face outside of bag and do not breathe into. If cold, cover face with muffler, etc. I don't have a muffler, I guess that's another piece of equipment they were given. Open bag and air thoroughly whenever possible. Zip fastener. To close, hold both sides together and pull slide at the top and then press touch fasteners together. For emergency exit, grasp each side of opening above slider and pull apart quickly. Now that's what I was saying. I guess if like there's a soldier on fire or some sort of emergency, that's how you do it from the outside. Packing of bag, fasten 3 toggles and loops, roll bag from foot allowing air to escape, roll into hood outer and fasten toggles. Maintenance, brush off loose dirt, wipe clean with soapy cloth and dry thoroughly. So, I should say as well at this point, I think this is meant to go to something like well below 0 and keep you warm. That's because it's feather down. Now, before people attack me for how cruel that is, I agree with you, but this was made in the 60s, so relax. But the hood itself is leather, which means it acts as a pillow if you don't have one. Now, I'm gonna hop in and show you how that works. So, let me hop in. So you're gonna do these poppers up. Now, I am just over 5'10", and I fit, show you, tuck my little shoulders in. I fit nicely. My dad, who is 6'2", also fits as snug as a bug in a rug, as they say. So it has these weird kind of morphing properties. But the best bit about this is actually the underneath, which is a waterproof kind of non-porous material. Which means, let me just pop my hat on. Okay, so let me just do myself up. Which means you can camp on wet grass without getting wet. Another thing that the waterproof bottom gives you, that my friends don't believe, is that if you're in an emergency situation, you can actually raft in this, okay? So, I wouldn't say white water raft, more like a lazy river, but if you needed to get away, you can use this as a raft. Similarly, another story that they don't believe is if you took yourself in with the shoulders and do all the poppers and snaps up, you can jump off a ship in an emergency and float perfectly vertical, like a little slug in the water, and wait to be rescued. Again, I don't know why my friends don't believe me, but it's 100% true. Now, the one thing that really is the of this sleeping bag, my friend isn't up to it, is the problems that you don't get from normal sleeping bags, which I have as an example. So we've all been here after a festival. Your head hurts, your mouth hurts, your stomach hurts, everything hurts, and you're thinking, I just want to go home, but it won't fit in the bag, and you end up with something like that, which gets chucked in the boot of your car and then left and destroyed. But with this, it's all very simple, and obviously this is built for people in the military who can follow instructions. So you do everything up, all the poppers, the zip, you place the hood into itself, and you get the hood cover there. You then get these 3 toggles, and you go 1, 2, and 3. And then, as it says, you let the air escape, and you do something which I call the roll and pinch, or the pinch and roll. So you pinch, roll, pinch, roll, pinch and roll all the way up, pinch and roll, and then you roll it into itself. Very simply. And then we're back to where we started. You do these 2 toggles, 1 and 2. I can do it with my thumbs. There you go, 1 and 2. And off you go. So that is it really, guys. I just wanted to show you it. I think it's really cool. I've had it obviously for years, or at least my dad has. Fortunately my granddad is still around, so granddad, if you want it, you're gonna have to fight me for it. But yeah, I absolutely love this thing, so I really wanted to show you all. If you're here just for military equipment, that's pretty much my collection exhausted. But if you're here for anything else, I'm dropping videos like all the time now. So yeah, stick around, and I'll see you all very soon. Peace. You can sleep on wet grass without the risk. Sorry, can we do that again? Sorry, I can't. I'm getting trapped. It's cozy. Start getting back, I'm trapped again. Water.
Waterproof.
Fuck's sake. Yeah, you heard me right. This can be used. I'm f***ing trapped. I'm so sick of getting trapped. Okay, maybe